Good afternoon. This is Ron Green, By Design Fitness and Nutrition. This is just a quick video explaining to you what we believe in and how our company is set up and how we operate. I'm actually a minister, and I've been in the addiction ministry for around 10 years now. And we just transitioned over to the health and wellness ministry. My battles with my health are something that I struggled with in my 20s and 30s. I was around 300, a little over 300 pounds, had type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, severe joint inflammation, depression, anxiety, fatty liver, just anything you could imagine. I had that health issue and a prescription to back it up. I was just a very, very unhealthy fellow. My blood sugar on a good day would be 250, 275. On a bad day, my blood sugar would be over 400. I was just about to the point where I was going to have to start taking some insulin, and I started doing some research, and I started on the Atkins diet, which I don't recommend. The Atkins diet. It's a high protein diet. It's really bad for you. But I was somewhat successful, transitioned over to a Sugar Busters diet, which is a little cleaner eating, but still eating some carbs. And then I decided to get into bodybuilding. I was 225 pounds at the end of 2016. By May of that year at the Vulcan Classic, where I took second in the Classic Physique Masters division, I was 162 pounds. So I lost a significant amount of weight following a low carb, low fat type regimen. But however, I'm going to tell you, I was miserable. As our ministry at Celebrate Freedom began to grow, God just really began to press on in my spirit to do more in the health and wellness side of things. So at the beginning of the year, we transitioned over from Celebrate Freedom. We walked away from that to start By Design Fitness and Nutrition. It started off as a ministry, and we moved it to actually a company now. And this is what I'm doing full time as a job. Now, our philosophy, our goal, or our way of thinking is that one scripture, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, is really significant as it pertains to our health. There's so much misinformation out there about nutrition. There's so many diet plans, $64 billion a year industry. It's just, it's unbelievable at the amount of money that people spend on vitamins and weight loss and with all the different plans out there. The bottom line is less than 5% are successful. And then the 96, 97% of the people that fail gain an average of 11 pounds back, are in worse shape than they had ever went on a diet to begin with. So I began to do my research, and I said, well, let's take a look at when man lived his longest, or how, when man hadn't adulterated or messed with the stuff, how we would have ate. And, I look back, at that 5,500 to 6,000 years ago, when we would have been hunter-gatherers, and I wanted to know how we would have ate, what we would have ate, and when we would have ate. And it's real quickly figured out to me that all this lined up to a ketogenic diet. The first thing is when I killed an animal, I would have ate every part of the animal because I wouldn't have known when I was going to eat again. Fat has been vilified. We take it out of our diet, which is just absolutely the craziest thing in the world. Same thing with salt. Now, table salt is bad, but salt provides you a lot of great minerals that you need. Natural salt, the pink Himalayan salt, and the sea salt. Salt that man hadn't messed with. The other thing we would have done is we would have fasted on a regular basis, which I don't really promote fasting for days at a time. We just work you slowly into fasting certain periods of every day. We start you off where you're fasting 10 hours, you're pretty much just sleeping, and we move you up from there. And a couple of years ago, I started teaching the ketogenic diet, and I recognized and had some people do really, really well at it. Some people lose upwards. One guy I know that I've worked with the last couple of years lost 150 pounds. Several that have lost in that 75 to 100 pound range, several that have gotten off diabetic medicine, high blood pressure medicine. There was a lot of people that just were not successful at the ketogenic diet. So I went back to the drawing board, and I began to look at things, and we come up with this By Design plan. To start off with, it's not ketogenic, it's not paleo, it's a By Design plan. And what we deal with is 4 issues and the initial process of the plan to get you going. The first thing is folks, metabolism. If you've ever watched the show The Biggest Loser, you realize if you look at after The Biggest Loser, the majority of those people gain their weight back. Because if I got a metabolism based on 3,000 calories a day and I go to 2,500 calories a day, what happens is my metabolism readjusts, and at 2,500 calories a day, I stop losing weight, and I got to back it up even further to get it. So under this induction period, which is as little as 4 weeks, as much as 8 weeks long, we readjust your metabolism. We want your metabolism, we want you burning as many calories as possible during this time. Some of the folks at The Biggest Loser down to 1,100 calories a day and not losing any weight. Why is that? Because their body readjusted. See, the most unnatural thing you can do, most unnatural thing for your body to do is lose weight. God created us to store fat and to store the fat cells to use as fuel at a later date. The problem is our carbohydrate-rich diet creates so many fat cells, and then there is no lean time, and then our diet is based on the wrong fuel source. 2 fuel sources, there's fat and there's carbohydrates. The fat turns into ketone bodies, the carbohydrates turns into glucose. And you do need a limited amount of glucose. Out of 9 pints of blood, you need about a teaspoon of that in your system. The cool thing about our bodies is it has the ability through your liver, through a thing called gluconeogenesis, to produce all the glucose you need for to live healthy. So we readjust your metabolism. The other thing that I realized is that there's a real issue with how addicted we were to sugar. I don't know if you're drinking a couple of Cokes a day and try to quit all of a sudden, headaches, very uncomfortable. You know, if you take a brain scan and you look at the brain scan of a guy on cocaine, heroin, and sugar, the brain scans are exactly the same. Now, I'm not saying that sugar is as addictive as heroin, but sugar is more addictive than cocaine. It's been proven time and time again. So there's an addiction issue, and we take you through a process where we replace all the bad sugars with mostly natural good sugars for the initial period of time. You know, and we have people lose anywhere from 10 to 15 pounds that first week. Immediately, the swelling goes down in their feet, the swelling in their joints, that mid-afternoon tiredness goes away. We're talking about in the first few days of the diet. When you cut out the unnatural, genetically modified, the preservatives and the bad carbohydrates out of your diet, you'd be surprised at how quick things turn around. The other thing that we looked at is, man, there is just so much misinformation out there. You need a coach. There's all kind of hidden ingredients in your food, that you need help sorting through that information. There's all kind of information on the internet about the ketogenic diet that's wrong. There's so many things that can stumble. I talk to people every day that have tried the ketogenic diet and just failed. But when I get a hold of them, I'm able to make some adjustments, give them the right information, and they immediately start seeing success. So that's what the coaching. So the first thing is we adjust the metabolism. We deal with the sugar detox. And the other thing that I do is I coach you through the process. You get to send me unlimited questions. I sit down, do a consultation. I figure out where you're at, and I write you an individual diet plan based on where you're at. And then you take this diet plan and you run with it. But every week, and sometimes every 2 or 3 days, we adjust that diet plan accordingly based on your goals, your success, and everything that you got going on. The other thing is the supplements. Man, there's so much bad stuff in some of these supplements. You know, I make my own protein powder and sell it. And the reason that I do is because there's the protein powders, especially what you buy at Walmart, a lot of stuff you buy at GNC and Walgreens is just full of really bad genetically modified waste product fillers that absolutely are going to be counterproductive of what you're trying to do. There's one ingredient called maltodextrin, and it is just really, really bad. It's bad. It spikes your blood sugar even more than pure glucose. And the By Design plan's all about getting your hormones in line. It has nothing to do with calories. You actually eat more than you've ever ate before in your life. And it's just not because it's what we're eating and when we're eating that determines the success, not how much we eat. And then beyond that, the supplements. There's just, and I touched on that a little bit, you find this maltodextrin, other bad ingredients in the supplements that are glued together. A lot of times they don't digest in your system. But what we do at By Design Fitness and Nutrition is if you reach out to me, we got a coaching plan that's usually $99. The next few days it'll be $79. I do a consultation and training, figure out where you're at, write you a detailed diet, and for 4 weeks I coach you. I help you through the process. Let me tell you, man, we are having unbelievable results. You look at that By Design Fitness and Nutrition Facebook page, you look at my Facebook page, I'm constantly posting people that are turning their lives around, people that are getting off of depression medication, anxiety medication, people getting off blood sugar, diabetes prescriptions, people that are just turning their life around by the knowledge that God has provided us. Because why are we destroyed? For a lack of knowledge. So we help you with that knowledge, and we help you put it to use. By Design Fitness and Nutrition is a Christ-centered health and wellness program that, and Marilyn and myself, my wife, we're totally committed to your health in Christ. I hope this information explains the program. I know it's a lot of information, and I got so much stuff I want to share with you. I want to talk to you. If you're watching this video, I hope you reach back out to me and let me go over the plan with you, do the consultation. You're under no obligation. We provide the supplements for the supplements and the coaching for $199 a month. Right now to the end of the month, they're $179. We give you 4 supplements. We give you a fiber supplement, a good multivitamin, multimineral. For the man, we give you a test booster stabilizer. For the women, we give you an estrogen stabilizer. And then we also give you a great fish oil with the omega-369, flaxseed, and primrose oil all together. And if you need the individual prices on the supplements, we're an affiliate of Species Nutrition. You buy the supplements from me for less money than you pay from the Species Nutrition. Our protein has got several different flavors. We sell a bunch of it. We also add caffeine to the protein if you want 200 milligrams per serving. We also got a couple other products. We got a thing called By Design Kick that's an awesome protein pre-workout. Then we got the By Design Keto Cappuccino that adds some good healthy fats in there, and it's just nice and creamy and smooth and satisfies that sweet tooth. But we appreciate you reaching out to us, man. We want to be a part. My heart's desire is to be a part of you getting your health back. I'm not a coach. I'm a pastor. And I promise you give me the opportunity and you follow the plan, 100% of the people that communicate with me and follow the plan succeed at their weight loss and health goals. Anyway, I pray that God bless you richly, the only way a person can be blessed, through his only born son, Jesus the Christ. Y'all have a great day.